Welcome back to another episode of Biceps and Biryani. We're with IFBB Pro SID, and I'm Physique CEO Sai, and we are going to go through a couple quick things today. So, first up, we are going to talk about SID, and he's been working hard on some gym renovations after coming to visit Dallas and seeing Absolute. So we'll kind of talk about what you're trying to do to up the gym game over there in Kansas, and then we will go through some of the Arnold stuff. We're going to meet up with Arnold coming up soon, like a month. And finally, we'll go through a tier list ranking the men's physique champions in order from 6 to 1.
Yeah. I'm excited. I like doing stuff like that.
Yeah, these lists are fun. We have a ton of them on the Physique channel too, so check them out.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about your gym. So you were busy this week. What kind of stuff were you doing?
So we're about a year and a half inside, and gym's going great. Revenue is great, membership is great, but now obviously visiting Absolute Recom, seeing the other gyms around the neighborhood, it was time for me to just kind of upgrade the gym, make it look a little bit more, bring a little bit more luxury in a sense. This is almost like a bodybuilding gym, but strictly a bodybuilding gym. Just trying to definitely upgrade the equipments in there and the cardio section, get the flooring in, stuff like that. Just trying to get better, basically.
Yeah. You said you talked to a real estate agent this week, right? What were you meeting with them about?
Just looking at potentials of what it would look like to expand the gym as well, because currently we're about 10,000 square footage.
Mhm.
And I mean, as you can see in this video circling around, we don't have a lot of room to add any equipments
Yeah.
or add any equipments without just crowding that in there. So I just needed to strategize and just try to see what the numbers look like, to see what it would look like to have my own warehouse and my own parking lot and stuff like that. So that was just exploring to see what that looks like.
So are you wanting to expand on the current building, or are you trying to find a new building completely and move?
Both the options are on the table, so expanding on the current building would be ideal, and then it would be a lot easier for me to do if that can happen. But I also would really like to have my own place as well. So it's not like nothing set in like stone. So I gotta hear the options, outweigh the pros and cons, and then go from there.
Yeah, that makes sense. What were you, when you talked to the real estate agent, were you exploring other buildings then?
That's yeah. I have this little one building that's kind of like a warehouse, but with a lot of land. So
Mhm.
it's a possible, I would have to do, expand the building that's there right now and stuff like that. So just exploring possibilities and what that looks like. Obviously, with that, after I purchase the building, I have to renovate. I have to make sure that I build onto this building. So all that stuff needs to go into place as well, as far as expense and just making sure the numbers are right. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, I gotta wait till July to get those numbers, because that kind of is my 2-year anniversary, where I can show business revenue as part
Right.
of, my income, to
To
make
get
sure
a,
all
a,
this works
a
out.
loan.
Yeah, approved for. So I
Right.
figured if I'm waiting till July, I might as well start making improvements as far as bringing in equipments and upgrading the cardio area, which is
Yeah. What
priority
kind
right now.
of equipment are you trying to bring in?
I want to bring like industry standard now, all the top quality gyms right now. What I see is, M Torture line from New Tech,
Yeah.
and I see a lot of Panada and stuff like that. Even though I truly, truly, truly love the basics and it gets the job done for me. But when you think about the future and the revenue sake, you need to have certain equipment. I certainly know that these equipments that I have is more than enough for me to obviously build a top first call out pro body.
Hmm.
sometimes you just got to move along with the trends to
Yeah.
make that upgrade with the gym because you got to keep up with the Jones sometimes when you're a small business owner.
Yeah. I mean, those two brands I do absolutely love here.
Yeah.
I pretty much do all my exercises now on either Panada or M Torture.
hmm Yeah, that absolute recomp is just ridiculous. And I know you had mentioned they opened one in Chicago, right?
Yeah, open one in Chicago. And I heard, I didn't see the post, but someone said they're now opening one in Houston as well.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
insane, dude.
That's,
I don't know how they're doing it.
yeah, it's like a $10 million gym.
Yeah, and they've opened up like, what is this, like 7, 8 in the past 2 years? It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, that's $100 million right there.
Yeah.
That's a good chunk of change for talk quality gym. I mean, obviously, I can't get there for another 4 or 5 years yet.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm
that's
just
just,
slowly growing, but that's the plan for Beastified Gym. Just trying to upgrade, update, try to keep up with the Jones, and hopefully that will expand
yeah.
and
I mean,
make
it already
my
looks great.
business.
It's just, yeah, when you compare it to something like Absolute, I mean, I don't think any gym in the country can compare to that at this point.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I have everything. When I kind of look back on it, I have great competitors coming out of that gym.
Yeah.
I have top quality competitors. I have a top quality community. So I have everything. The numbers are working.
Yeah.
The next thing would be to just upgrade and get a little bit more
Get a couple
luxury
new
in there.
pieces. Yeah, it looks like you have some really cool pieces in here.
Yeah, man. So besides that, we're all gonna meet up again.
Yes, the
Uh,
Arnold.
at the Arnold here in a month. I'm so excited for that, man. I am so excited.
Yeah, yeah, dude, me too.
You got cut off. You're done.
So weird, man. I don't understand.
All right. Before we went offline, I'm so excited, man. Here in a month, we're gonna be meeting up again at Arnold. Um,
Yeah,
I'm
you're road
excited.
tripping there too, right?
Yeah.
How
So
far is
you're
it for you?
driving.
Yeah.
It's 9 hours and 9 hours 30 minutes or something like that, which
That's
is
not too
like
bad.
really good driving time. That's get a playlist going,
Yeah.
stuff, get all my meals prepped, and then just kind of make that drive. And as long as I have a new comfortable vehicle, I can make that drive no problem. I actually don't mind it at all because this is how I broke it down. I kind of broke it down on a flight to Columbus, Ohio from Kansas. There's no direct flight. So if I'm stopping and I'm going there, and that is going to take me 6 hours. And by the time I check in, security, all of that stuff, it's
And it's like
probably
bring your
going to be
food's a pain. And
bringing the food, all of that supplements, all of that stuff is going to be a pain in the ass. So I was like, okay, that's going to be 7.5, 8 hours. Then I have to get off the airport, catch a bus,
rent a
go
car.
to the rental, rent
Yeah.
a car, and it's not any cheaper to rent a car.
No.
And it's actually a lot more expensive in Columbus, Ohio because of the weekend. Everybody knows everybody's coming to Arnold. The cars are
Yeah.
very rarely available, stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to rent a car and just drive there. We'll have a large car for that can fit all of us.
Yeah.
Because our buddy Mike's coming down from California as well. So
Is he flying to Kansas or is he flying straight to Ohio?
he's going to fly straight to Ohio because, believe it or not, his flight was cheaper than mine from California.
Dude, that's crazy.
So,
How much was it for you?
it wasn't that bad. It was like 370 or 380.
That's what it was for us
Around-
too, but I thought that was too much. That seems like too
But
much.
for him, it was like 298, $300 from California.
How does that
and
work? How does that make sense?
I was like, that makes no sense. I was like, that's crazy. So he's gonna fly, and I'll probably scoop him up, and then we're all staying at the extended stay because there's a kitchen there. So
Yeah.
which is important for all of us, obviously. So we need that.
And did you guys buy tickets for Saturday night too?
Oh yeah. So the Saturday night ticket were $142.40 for the
Yeah.
premium floor seats.
Yep. That's what we got too.
Yeah. So I got that. Just waiting to make sure Mike's good to go. But at this point, I'm just gonna book it, and then just because I just know it's gonna be a madhouse in there. And
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah, and we'll be there anyway, regardless. So we already booked everything. There's no going back now.
Yeah. No, exactly. I'm so excited because this is like it's fun going to a trip like this with because one, well, obviously it's not like any of us drink alcohol or stay out
Yeah.
late or anything like that. Like this for me is like my party, my kind of party, and I'm going with everybody that's like addicted to the
Yeah.
competitive bodybuilding side. So it's like, oh wow, like it's not like, oh yeah, we'll skip this. No, no, no. We all love this part, you
Yeah, we'll
know.
be at the expo all day, then we'll
Well,
be going to the show
yeah,
at night. We'll be watching the live stream from the show on Friday
and
night, and
working out is going to be a
yeah, we'll be
priority.
training.
Finding a gym, all of that stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's kind of nice because it's just like, oh wow, it's kind of my kind of vacation, you know.
Oh yeah, no, me too. Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be 15 hours for us, so we're just gonna stop 10 hours into Nashville and then make the other 5 hours Friday morning.
yeah. So you're going back home
Yeah, go
to
back home
Nashville.
Thursday night, and then wake up early as we can, like 8 or 9, and then drive to Ohio and go
You gotta
straight to
wake
the
up at
expo.
9 o'clock, dude. Oh
I'm
my
gonna have
God,
to.
sorry, waking up at 9 a.m. is a miracle.
Yeah, man, we got to make it to the expo on Friday. First day is usually good, and then
They
yeah,
run
let's go
out of
straight there
stuff
till
anyways.
5, and then
Yeah.
go check in at the hotel after.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That would be a smart idea. Yeah. No, we'll be there Thursday, and then we'll probably meet you at the expo or something
Yeah,
like. Actually, I don't. It doesn't matter. We're probably staying right next to each other as far as rooms are going. So,
yeah,
and then go from there. Get some good food. I haven't even checked out the
yes.
gym scene there.
Yeah, we'll go to Pros Gym for sure. That one's good. That's like the main one there. I think there's another one too.
It's gonna be packed.
Pros Gym was packed last time we went, but they have a really nice posing room too.
And then did you how was your experience last time?
Dude, it was so good. It was the Arnold Expo is so fun because it's huge, and it's you get a ton of free stuff, and it's like it's just a lot bigger than Olympia, the expo itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoy the expo there. And then I've never gone to the actual show though, so I'm really excited about that.
And the way it's kind of lined up, all the finals, all the like, I think
Yeah.
wellness and figures the only final that's happening Friday night.
Is Classic happening Friday night, or is Classic
No,
Saturday?
it's Saturday night, the final Saturday night.
Oh,
I feel
nice. Okay,
like
yeah, so we're getting all the good ones.
all the
All the
good
ones that we
ones
care
on
about.
Saturday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Classic.
Men's Physique
I
and
think
Open.
men's physique, open. I think maybe bikini as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just happening all on Saturday night, and we get to see it. So
Yeah.
that means
And Friday night we'll watch the live stream, order some food to the hotel.
yeah, yeah. That's probably. I mean, I'll probably meal prep, but unless there's like a banging spot that
Yeah,
we
we
can't
gotta try
miss.
one spot there.
Yeah,
Before we get on to prep, we gotta try one spot.
we probably do that Saturday night, if anything, because we're after the show or something. Unless it
Yeah,
runs
if
really late.
that's true. Yeah, unless it runs late. And then usually the Arnold's pretty fast though, because they only have like 10 competitors in each
That's
division.
true. That is true, and that's another thing that I'm excited about. As me watching it, I
Yeah.
like the fact that it's just like, okay, it's just like
2,
really
3
good
hours.
quality 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 people. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, the Olympia drags, like prejudging, like it's kind of tough to watch. Even Men's Physique, which I love, like watching 70 individuals, you're like, holy crap, like this is taking forever.
And classic is also just as big, and the classic's posing
Yeah.
routine's a
And it
lot
takes even
longer.
longer. Yeah, because their individuals are even longer. So I
So
don't
it's
even watch individuals for classic usually.
yeah, it takes forever. So that's coming up. So I'm excited about that trip, just because it's just good group of people going.
Yeah, yeah. No, me too. All right, so now we got the exciting list here. So what we're going to do is go through and try and figure out the Men's Physique GOAT in the most objective way possible. So how we're going to do this is we broke it down into 3 categories or 3 criteria that we're judging them on, and we're going to judge it out of 10 on each of those criteria. So for example, we'll judge each of them on like their general impact on men's physiques, their influence. We'll give them like a score out of 10. All the titles they have, we'll give that a score out of 10 compared to the other guys. And the physique, how competitive will they be in 2025 if they compete at the Olympia? And we'll give that a score out of 10. And then we'll see what the averages are. And then we'll see who ends up being the top rated men's physique competitor of all time.
Sounds good. I like that.
So first up,
Um,
we have Mark Anthony.
well, Mark Anthony is one of the competitors. I mean, obviously he's one of the first ones,
First Mr. Olympia.
but it was also a long time ago, and the standard was a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as far as influence, I mean, he's the first one, but we rarely hear about him in the last. I mean, I haven't heard about him in the last, I don't know, God knows when. So,
and even though he's the first, it doesn't seem like he really influenced the direction of men's physique much, because it's not like everyone was looking to Mark Anthony to be like, oh, that's men's physique. Usually we think of Jeremy, but we'll go to there after. But so what do we give him on a score out of 10?
He is the first one, so we got to give him that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go anywhere. Let's give him a 4.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Or a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Let's do 3.5. I think it's a fair score. He hasn't done a lot to impact the men's physique division, I feel like, outside of that one Mr. Olympia win. And I think that's fair. All right, so titles. He has that one Mr. Olympia title. No other major pro wins. So obviously they all have a Mr. Olympia title. So this one we're going to be ranking it compared to the other Mr. Olympia champions. So in that sense, where would you give it out of 10?
Probably the same. Like a 3 or a 3.5. Yeah, 3 is accurate.
Yeah, because he just has that one win. And physique, this is a tough one for him because obviously the standard is way different. But yeah, if you put that physique that he won with against today's lineup,
4.
You think? Yeah, do you think he could win a regional national qualifier overall with that physique now?
When you put it like that,
I'm not sure.
That's tough. We would have to. I mean, the side by side has to be there for to really go. But when you really look at him, it's like, but the standards were also
it's not fair to him to
different. Yeah, it's not fair to him because it's like the shorts were so baggy and long and all of that stuff. So he met the criteria at that time. What it was needed, kind of like Jeremy trying to more forward to the new standard.
Yeah.
He never had the chance, or he never did that. So that's why I gave him. I think a 3 to 4 would be like, just being like, okay, just the pioneer look. He brought that pioneer look. That's why he
did. But it's weird how the first champion of men's physique and classic physique are not at all, or probably the least influential ones. Because Mark Anthony and then Danny Hester, who no one talks about Danny Hester ever.
No, absolutely. That's because people had time to catch up to the look, and was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe the judges didn't know what they wanted that first year, so they just.
It's me like Bikini, with when it first started with Ashley Coldwasser, but she morphed. I mean, she adapted really well. She looks good.
She did. So. I mean, she's still winning.
I'd be like Fit Model. Right. Yeah, she has the most pro wins ever, right? 51.
Yeah, it's like 59. She said her goal is like 75, which is insane. But I think she'll get it.
No, absolutely. Jeremy, for influence for me, it's going to be up there because it's the first guy that put like men's physique on the map.
He did. He grew this division a lot.
I agree. So for me, he's like a legend in the men's physique industry for sure. So I have to go with a 9 here.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has to be at least a 9. Yeah, I mean, I think when you think men's physique, who defined that sport, who grew the division, I think Jeremy is going to be the name that everyone knows, regardless of what division you compete in. Everyone knows Jeremy Buendia as the men's physique guy.
His name's always going to come up.
Titles, he still holds the record for the most Olympia titles.
Yeah,
he does not have any other major titles.
And I don't think I necessarily take that as a negative point in the sense of he doesn't have other major titles. This is where I'm coming from. Like Chris, right? Chris Bumstead's the greatest classic physique competitors. He has 6. And I think that's what he wanted to do. He's just like, I'm just going to keep winning the Olympia title, which...
It's the only one that matters when you're at the best.
Yeah, it's the biggest one. So it's just like, I'm just going to keep playing the Super Bowl,
Right.
So I think 4 Olympia wins, which is more than anybody else, which is kind of like a championship ring. So I think that has to be really, really a big deal. So I would definitely go 10 here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I really don't see like the benefit if you win other titles. Like if you're the first or second place in Olympia, you should like it doesn't really impress me that you win a random pro show or 10 random pro shows. It's like you should be winning it.
Exactly.
You're the Olympia winner or the second place. Unless the guy who beat you is there, you should be
Yeah.
winning those. So
No, absolutely.
I don't think it really adds much.
And then as far as physique,
Yeah, we saw him in
he
2025 standard, so he's still top 10.
yeah, so he morphed over really well as far as
Yeah.
the new look is going compared to the old look. He was a lot bigger, a lot more conditioned. So I would put it 7.
Yeah, it's actually really impressive that it's actually insane that this year, like we had the top 5, a lot of them have been around for so long and since like the
Mhm.
beginning of men's physique, and they all kept up with
Yeah,
the division, which isn't crazy.
minus Ali, but yeah,
Yeah, minus Ali.
and Aaron, I guess.
Yeah, Aaron's pretty new, but Brandon and Ryan, the pretty much the two of the top guys
Yeah.
still, are have been around and been the top guys since like 2015. Yeah, so Jeremy, total score 8.7. That's solid. Okay. So Raymont.
Okay, I know you said this needs to be an objective list, but this might, in my subjective opinion, might
Okay.
matter to this. Raymont, for me, he's a very tall guy, very wide shoulder. He's very relatable for me. So as far as his influence, he was the first like tall big guy that like won the men's physique Olympia. Kind of just put like other tall guys on the map to where they are able to like compete, and not just stay in like classic or open where the tall guys kind of belonged. I think for that, I give him like a 5
Yeah. No, I think
influence
that's
wise.
fair. I think that's subjective because like yeah, he hasn't done much as far as like social media or traveling or talking about the sport or anything like that, but he did pave the way as being one of the first tall competitors that did really well.
No, absolutely.
So that by itself is a pretty big notch of influence. Titles, so he has 1 Olympia title, 1 New York Pro title.
So well, again, Olympia, I think is chumps it, but the New York is also kind of impressive. He probably had to get that to get to the Olympia.
Yeah,
Uh, but again, we gave
Mark Anthony
Mark
3,
3, so we would probably do just one more, right? So we would
4.
probably
Yeah,
do like 4.
physique. So if Raymont competed in 2025 Mr. Olympia with his Olympia winning physique, where would that have placed in today in
Oh,
2025?
it's tough again. We got to see side by side because this was the first year where men's physique started getting a little bigger.
Yeah, actually, let me pull it up. I think that'd be interesting to see. Here we go.
There you go. Yeah, I mean his structure's good, but it's a little softer look. I feel like.
Yeah,
If he competed now, I think he'll definitely be. I think.
he can be top
I
10.
f-
I don't know.
no, I don't
I
think
don't
he's
think so, right? Because
building
he wouldn't be
Corey
because Corey Morris
Morris.
was 9th.
Yeah, he's not gonna beat Corey Morris. His obliques and abs, those are like very. It's a little bit softer look, but way bigger than the look Jeremy bought and stuff like that. Back's insane, but the backs
Still a
now are
good.
just way more conditioned. But so I would give him like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, yeah, because he definitely would not have done. He wouldn't have beat Jeremy this year, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
So again, if he had time to develop and just, I think he would have
he
he
could be
would have
competitive.
placed really high.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but yeah, based on that look, I don't think he would have done that great. All right, now Brandon.
Brandon for me is even though Jeremy's like the pioneer, Brandon for me is like the first name. Like he's I don't think there was one time that I've seen Brandon on stage. Maybe he's a little bit off, where I wasn't like, man, that's pretty. Like he's just got it put together.
He's the most consistent guy for sure.
So for me, and then I'm always seeing him travel to like
Yeah,
Asia,
he goes to Asia a lot.
podcasts. I mean, obviously, Neil's been his coach, and they do a lot of things. So I think for me, influence-wise, he's probably the first guy that comes to my head. Besides, like, Jeremy as like a... But if you ask Jeremy about, like, oh, who put men's physique on the map, it's Jeremy. But as far as who's currently kind of progressing the game, I think it's Brandon. Brandon's definitely one of the names that I'll definitely pick. So influence-wise, I give him a 10.
Okay. Yeah, I think you could definitely argue that. For me, it's tough to pick between him and Ryan as the current guy leading, because I do think Ryan does a good job of representing the sport really well too.
Yeah, I think Ryan's a little bit more.
He's a little quieter though.
Yeah, on the quieter side, but I think he's letting his work do the talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think if Ryan pulls his 4th title off this year, he's hands down like 10 everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough to argue against him if he wins this year too.
Yeah.
So for titles, Brandon has 3 Olympias, 1 Arnold, and 1 New York.
Yeah, so I am going to rate him a little bit lower, even though I think Ryan's kind of looked similar as well. I'm going to rate him a little lower because these titles came before Ryan. Ryan's like the current 3 in a row. So
That's
since
fair.
these titles came a little bit before, I'm going to give him like a 8.5.
Okay. And his physique, obviously still very competitive. He's going to be in the top 3 for sure.
Another 8.5 or 9, I would say.
Yeah, 9, because I mean, it's about as close as you can get without winning, right?
Yep.
And he could win. I don't think it's that impossible.
Yeah.
He definitely has a chance to win. Okay. So he has a total 9.2. Moving on to Erin.
Erin for me is definitely like an 8 in the influence wise. Not
You think?
hear me out. So he was the first guy that came from like a transformation standpoint, right? So he was, kind of like overweight, pudgy, bulky, big, and then like his
He came up quick.
his trajectory to the men's physique, he went pro, then bam, bang, bang, bang. Like he was just up there right away.
Do you think he influences the sport and carries it forward to the same level as Brandon, Ryan, or Jeremy?
He influences a different type of crowd in a sense where he gives hope to people like, oh, I can do that, even though I kind of look that way in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's hard for me to look at Brandon and Jeremy because it's like, oh man, they always look stacked. But he was the first.
To me, I don't know, because like to me, if we see Brandon and Ryan and Jeremy, look at their physiques from 20. They've been consistent for over a decade. It took them a decade of consistency to go from their 2015 look looked so different from their 2025 look. So we see like they're consistently putting in effort for over a decade to get the physique they have. Whereas Erin, dude, who can do that? Who can look like absolute crap and then become a Mr. Olympia winner within 2 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
to me, that's like less relatable.
I see what you're saying, but I think that's part of a big reason where I was like, okay, I mean, when you're in your 30s or when you're a little bit older competitor, which I started a little late in my career, when you look at like, oh wow, like you're running out of time. So when you look at it in a sense of, wow, you could make a big turnaround here in like a 2 or 3 year span, it gives you kind of like, okay, then I can give it a shot. But versus where you're like, oh, it takes about 10 years to get there. It's tough because it'd be like, I'm on my 40s by the 10th year.
I've already missed the boat.
Yeah. So in that sense, he played a big role because I was like, okay, wow, like it can't be done. And it has been done. So again, this is not objective, this is subjective. So, but, he was doing that podcast with Alex and talking about a lot of stuff, but he's also just kind of growing his own business and stuff like that. So I want to say 7.5 to 8 from me.
Okay.
So we can come with the average score. So whatever you think it is.
I think I would give him a 7.
And you also have to understand, he was like one of the first competitor that made the men's physique category a little feisty with him, Brandon going.
Well, actually, and Brandon and Andre Ferguson, they had a little bit of
I
back and
agree.
forth too back in the day, right?
I agree, but this was
But
more
Erin
like,
was another level of that.
yeah, like on stage, he was just like,
Yeah.
oh, that kind of brought like that competitive, that trash
Yeah,
talk aspect into men's physique.
that's true.
So that was like kind of made it more interesting
That's
for
fair.
people to
Yeah,
kind of watch it.
to
So
watch men's physique. I think that's a good
yeah,
argument. Okay, so if you give him an 8, I give him a 7. Let's give him a 7.5. Titles. So he just has the one Olympia, but he has 2 Arnolds, 1 New York, 1 Pittsburgh, and 1 Dubai, and a bunch of other random pro shows. But I think those are the most
yeah,
notable
yeah.
ones.
No, absolutely. Tough to rank, man.
So yeah, like we said, Olympia titles are definitely going to be weighed way heavier, but
Yeah.
it would still have to be higher than like a Raymont or a Mark
No,
Anthony who didn't compete in any
absolutely.
of
I mean,
those.
because those Arnolds really matter as well, because it was
Yeah,
right after the Olympia, and then also the Pittsburgh, the comeback from last year.
yeah,
That was a good win over
that was a good one.
Brandon. So, I want to say I'll probably give it like a 7. Would
7.
you
Okay,
say?
so let's see. So we gave Raymont a 4. Brandon, we got to give Brandon an 8.5 to have with 3 Olympia titles.
And the only reason why it wasn't a 9.5 or a 9 is because the titles were a little bit longer. The reason victory, so we're talking about 2025, right?
Yeah.
2026.
So
So
Aaron's Olympia
recently,
title was 2022. Was it 2021?
yeah, after after Brandon,
22,
right?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, after Brandon, and the recent head-to-head, besides the last Olympia, Aaron took the title.
Mm-hmm.
So that means the titles with Brandon, even though he has 3, I think it's a fair score that he got 3.5 because it was before. And not
Before the
only
earlier
that,
men's physique.
yeah, not only, I mean, it still weighs the same, but at the same time, he also had head-to-head battle with Brandon afterwards, and he beat him.
Yeah.
Minus last Olympia. So
Yeah, the last couple of years, Brandon's probably ahead of him. Because
yeah,
2023 and 2025, he beat Aaron at the Olympia.
Didn't they go head-to-head last year in Pittsburgh? Yeah.
Yeah, that was Brandon. He was off for sure.
Yeah.
Or actually, I don't even think he was off. I just don't know why he plays 4th, honestly. But yeah, Aaron did beat him at Pittsburgh. But then Brandon beat him at the Olympia.
So like a 7 or a 7. 7,
Okay.
I think it's a good,
I think 7's
score
okay.
because of that. In that logic.
Yeah, okay. And then physique is still competitive, still top 5, but we have to be lower than Brandon because he has been beaten by Brandon several times recently.
Recently, especially the main stage Olympia,
Yeah.
I did think Aaron's core was a little bit out.
The past couple of years, yeah, it's been a little bit. He's having trouble peaking properly.
Yeah, so I would go to 7, even though he's still top 5. So I would just put it at 7.
Would we have to give him ahead of Buendia, right?
I agree. Yeah.
So maybe 7.5. Then Ryan.
Ryan's gonna be influence wise 9.5 to 10.
Yeah. So we'll give him 9.5. So we get Brandon 10, Jeremy 9.
And I would put him at 9.5 here for the titles because he is the reigning champ as well, and 3 times in a row, and he's
3 times in a row in the modern era of men's physique.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen a better men's physique. Like first prejudging, Ryan Terry was probably one of the best men's physique look I've seen.
Yeah, I agree. Ryan's prejudging of this year was insane.
And then physique-wise, obviously a 10 right now.
Gotta be a 10. Yeah, I mean, he is dominating right now. Okay, so if we do it this way, so the average let's go to the 6th place first. So that would be Mark Anthony with a 3.3. Next up, we would have Raymont with a 4.8. 4th, we would have Erin with a 7.3. 3rd, we would have Jeremy 8.7. 2nd, Brandon's a 9.2. Then we would have Ryan at 9.7.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I agree with this.
Yeah, 2025, I agree with this. 2026, I agree with this.
So this is our list, all-time men's physique best, Ryan Terry. And that could change after this Olympia. Whoever wins this one between him and Brandon, that could change the list. But
Or Ali.
Or Ali could win too, yeah. But I actually think this is gonna be Brandon's year to. I think he'll pass Ali up again.
You think?
Have you seen his update? He looked really impressive. He posted something today.
How many weeks out is he?
We're what, 5 weeks? Yeah, 5 weeks out.
We'll see. I mean, he looks good, but it has to be right next to each other. That's when it's gonna matter.
You don't look impressed.
I mean, he always looks this good, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Every
He
time
looks
he
like this
puts,
year round.
I mean, even the Pittsburgh updates or whatever the case may be, he always looks this good. I think honestly, at this point, it's like about the peak. So,
Well, I don't think anyone's beating Brandon at the Arnold. I think the Arnold's he's for sure. Second place will be interesting, but first, I think he would have to come in pretty off.
Second place to fifth. It's just gonna be toss up. We'll see. That's a good list. I'm happy with this list.
Yeah, no, me too. I think that it makes sense. All right, well we can. Yeah, we could cut it short today, I guess.
Yeah, because Sai's a night owl. Like,
yeah, I'll be up for 3-4 hours, but
and this is way past my bedtime.
Yeah, I still have one more meal too because we just got back from the gym. So
yeah, I do too. I have one more meal right now. So
what's your last meal?
Chicken, rice, coconut oil.
How much rice are you eating?
300 grams.
Okay.
Every meal.
Dude, I can't.
Yeah.
For some reason, I haven't been able to stomach 300 grams of rice in each meal. I've been having to sub it in with like pasta or sometimes, or I'm using tortilla sometimes too, and bread. It's like I just cannot, dude. My appetite's been bad this past week.
I'm good, man. I love rice. My rice cooker makes it perfectly. My fat's just coconut oil. And
how much do you use per meal?
I use like half a tablespoon of coconut oil.
Oh,
so what I do is I heat up. Yeah, I heat up the rice, and then I put the coconut oil and I mix it up so the rice is just like so smooth and and then I dump the chicken in and use some kind of chipotle lime or cilantro lime seasoning.
Do you use ghee ever? I used ghee all last off season for my fats.
I don't mind using ghee, but like growing up, I associate ghee to like sweet stuff, right? Like Indian sweets are all made out of ghee, and like
you didn't mix it in your rice growing up.
Yeah, with like lentil curry and stuff like that,
dal?
right? Yeah. But I did, but usually like ghee with toasted. Like I'm not eating lentil curry, so I'm eating like toast. Like when I was a kid, I would toast the bread and I would put ghee, and then I would put sugar, like cane sugar, and it tastes so good. So like when I have ghee, but when I use ghee, I'm always craving for that because it's like a childhood memory. So I don't really use ghee as much. But sometimes if I'm making like a protein shake or something like that for my fats, I'll just throw the ghee in with my blueberries, protein, and stuff like that.
How does that taste? I've never thought of that. I've never tried that.
It tastes just good. It just adds a little bit of like flavor. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to try that. The one thing that's awesome about Dallas is there's so much Indian stuff at the grocery stores. So we went to HEB and they have this like squirt bottle of like green chutney and the date chutney that we put on like bail and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I've been using that in my foods, and dude, it's so good.
No, I make my own mint chutney at home.
You do? Do you have like mint plants at home?
No,
like, do you
no,
make it fresh?
Yeah, so I go to the Indian store. I go to the grocery store. I get mint leaves, cilantro, a little bit of shallots, green chili, and fresh limes. And I'll squeeze them all in, put it in a blender, and I just puree the shit out of it, and then put it in a bottle, and I squirt that on all my chicken meal. That thing is just unbelievable, man.
Dang, good for you. Yeah, the squirt bottle is super convenient. So like I really like that. I was like, we should white label that. And
yeah. I don't use outside sauces anymore, like pre-made. I don't use anything pre-made in my food. So if I want to use a sauce or something, I have to make it. if I have like proprietary blend or some kind of acid to preserve shelf life, I won't use it
Have you
anymore.
noticed a difference not using those? It's like that's a really big pain in the ass to make all your own sauces.
No, I don't know. I'm sure I'm more so doing it for my internal organs and my internal health.
Like your gut
So
health, I guess.
yeah, all of that, and it's not like I got a blood work done here in the last 2 months, which I have blood work next week. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I was gonna say that's
It's very important, like those sauces,
yeah.
even though if it doesn't have like a lot of calories or whatever the case may be, the ingredients are very important because all of these additives that are just used to create shelf life
Mm.
can really jack up the good bacteria in your gut, and like your gut health for me is so important,
Yeah, I guess especially when
especially
you're pounding a lot of food.
yeah, especially when I'm putting all of this in. I need to process, and obviously with a heart procedure last year, I'm just
Yeah,
very careful about the
that makes sense.
oils and the cholesterol and all of that stuff. So that's the main
Yeah.
reason.
There's one sauce I made last year that was really good. So I used non-fat Greek yogurt and mixed it with like canned chipotle peppers, and then I put some lime juice and cumin, and it's like such a good tasting sauce. It's like it tastes like chipotle sauce.
No, absolutely, that sounds good. That yogurt hint, the fermented yogurt
Yeah.
with the chili pepper is going to be just itself. It's just going to give that. It takes so for me, my biggest issue is the bland chicken. I eat so
Yeah.
much of it.
Chicken is the
When
hard
I
one for me too.
reheating it, I could end up tasting it when I like chew on it a lot.
Yeah.
So I just need like a different flavor palette on my chicken. That's it. Here and
Yeah.
there. Beef, I
Yeah.
don't care.
Beef is
Beef,
easy.
I'll eat
Yeah,
it.
beef is really easy to eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, chicken's a tough one for me too.
And I don't eat fish, so I can't speak for it.
Yeah, I don't eat. I don't either.
So other than that, yeah, no, I don't try to season eggs. Nothing. I don't season any of it.
You don't
Maybe a little
season it.
bit.
You don't even use like spices.
No, I just a little bit salt, pepper.
No garlic powder or okay.
No, no. I actually don't like it. It makes it taste. I like the taste of eggs.
Oh, I love the taste of eggs too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't try to mask it. I mean, beef, definitely not. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd love beef with the garlic powder and onion powder. Don't get me wrong. It tastes so good, but I don't use it. I don't need it.
Yeah, beef. Beef, I just need something to make it a little bit more, have a little bit more moisture if it's reheated, because sometimes it gets pretty dry. But yeah, do you ever cook it? I've heard some people cook it in like broth. Do you ever do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that keep it?
Or when you flip the patties, right? So you get a nice char on the first side and put it, when you flip the patties, put a lid on it. So it kind of like the heat gets
Steams?
trapped and it's like almost steams on the bottom. And then what I do is as it's hot, I chop it up already and I throw it in the bowl and I close the lid on it. So it's like moist. So when I reheat
Yeah.
it, it works for me. Yeah, it can dry out, especially because I'm eating 96.4
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Usually
90,
96.4 or 93.7.
and that can get dry real
Yeah.
quick. 'Cause it's just, and you can overcook that real quick as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
When it's fresh, it's fine. Like even if I overcook it, it's fine. But like when you reheat it, then you're like, oh man, this is really dry.
it's rubber. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I do that too. Sometimes I put like sprinkle water in my rice when I
Oh, I do
heat
that
it,
too.
so it's just nice and moist.
Have you heard the thing? So I feel like this is like a thing that's circulating now more recently with a lot of people, where they're like, "Oh, you shouldn't eat reheated rice because of all the resistant starches that come up after a day."
I have
And they're
heard
like
that.
cooking their rice every day. I'm like, I don't know if that's worth it, man. I cook rice like 3-4 days at a time. That'd be such a pain in the butt to cook it every morning.
I cook my rice every day.
You do? You eat fresh rice every day?
Yeah, not fresh. I cook it every day. So let's say the first meal 2 and meal 3, I don't have to heat it up because the rice is still hot. But
Yeah.
like meal 5 and 6, I reheat it up. But then I'll cook a fresh batch the next day.
So you never refrigerate it, and reheat it.
I have. Like like so I cook it and I put it in a big Tupperware and I
Oh,
measure it out of the Tupperware. So sometimes if I feel like I'm going to be back in like 3-4 hours, I don't know something about leaving the rice out. I don't. So I throw it in the fridge sometimes.
okay.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I'm eating rice like 3-4 days old usually, because I'm usually just
Oh yeah,
cooking.
no.
Yeah, I'm cooking a shit ton of it, putting it in the fridge, and then eating it over
I
like three,
believe
four
it. We
days.
should do more research on it and come back on the next podcast about that.
Yeah,
That's a good topic
yeah, we
about
should.
rice, carbs, doing that because that's like a couple of things, and we can go over like couple of things that you should avoid doing as far as like especially like chicken. Oh my god, do not like a chicken gets dry so quick. I have
Well,
a couple
I
of
have to
tricks
cook it
that I
fresh.
do.
Yeah, I have to cook it fresh every day. I can't do reheated chicken. It tastes so bad.
No, I figured out a method to keep it moist, so I
Okay, yeah, you'll have to share that next time.
yeah,
Oh,
we'll
dude,
definitely look forward to that.
what'd you think about that AI video I sent you?
Oh, it was so funny. It was
Dude,
so funny. But the face changed. Both of our face changed.
yeah, I want to pull that up.
This is
So I
a
made a
picture
YouTube
from
video the other day with another one of the pros on Physique, and we're talking about the protein sources. So I had AI generate like a character for each tier and like an animation. It was insane. But here, let me show the one that I made about with us.
so this is a picture we took in Atlanta Pro.
Yeah, let's start it over.
Both of our face looks
It's
different.
so funny, dude. I love it. And this is the one I came up with by itself. That one I put in the prompt. This one I just came up with.
Yeah, my face definitely changed.
Yeah,
That's funny.
these are like some of the things I made for the last list for like
Oh, that's pretty dope.
it's so cool, dude. I love it's like everything we talked about when I was eating like beef. That's what we gave it for like the top tier. It's like the second tier for salmon. It's like AI is so freaking cool, dude. I can't wait till
Yeah, we should create something cool. But no, we should do that. Our preferred protein or like
yeah,
protein
we'll see that next
sources
time.
or something like that, a tier. And then also talk about some of the tricks to just if you're meal prepping, some of the things that have worked for both of us.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, well we'll leave it there for today. Let me stop recording. So thanks for watching, and please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be back next week.
It's